Hello, this is Tech1337. This is my T57 Heavy, and this was a decent game, so I decided to save the replay, and I went back and fixed everything from my last video because you couldn't really hear me. So hopefully you can hear me a little better this time around. Well, I decided to skip ahead just a little bit. If you notice, I'm slowed it down. I skipped ahead a little bit. Well, first kill goes to the enemy team. Their bat chat, Kilgar Chafi, or Chafi, however you want to pronounce it. So I went this way because this is where usually the tier 10s go. And every once in a while, every other game, if you keep getting this map over and over and over, you want to spice it up and go north, up here that you're seeing me point at. Just every once in a while, it'll keep things interesting, even though people on your team will bitch and whatnot. As you can tell, I got shot by the E100. That spot that I was just shooting at needs to be flush. You need to be taking that usually head on and usually using heat. If you notice, I don't use heat in my T57 Heavy, and I do fairly alright, even though everyone tells me I need to use it.
Fuck you.
But if you noticed, this IS-8, obviously he's never played this general area. I have no idea what flew up his bum to do what he was doing, but it really messed me up at the beginning of my game. And what I'm about to do here, that you're about to read, don't do. It's very unsportsmanlike, but anger issues. Very sarcastic, very dickish, but yeah. Right here is where I actually thought about going away. Then it dawned on me, wow, that E100 totally pushed his line. So I decided to come up here and
Down your throat and out your ass.
pump a couple rounds into him.
Dance, motherfucker. Dance. You need a new ass. That one's got a hole in it. Shit.
The IS-8 lit into him right here, but it was a ricochet because this guy doesn't understand the angling of tanks. This is why people say with the E100 it's fairly easy to angle with them, because I don't know, you're driving around a freakishly large fortress with a giant cannon that does 900 plus damage, but has a sickening, I'm talking like stomach sickening reload. The IS-8 gets lit the fuck up by their autoloader, the AMX 5120. It's another decent autoloader, has very, very long reload compared to, well, no, it's got the same reload almost as the T54E1. This is where my buddy, he just grows an enormous pair of steel balls, dude. I'm talking enormous. Because the stuff that he does in that tank, you're not supposed to do it, but it's a good brawler, but the motor is actually located up front, so the tank sets on fire fairly. So you need to do a lot of countermeasures with that. And now at this point, this is where everyone on the team would start bitching because, well, if you look, we are down 5 players. We have lost one of our tier 9 TDs that could have helped counter those tier 10s. But like I said, it plays out, and it was very oddly played. There went the IS-8. Now, if you notice,
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I just totally got the shit rocked out of me by the Tiger 2 over there behind the rock. But I'm after that E100. Now, what I'm doing, you usually don't want to do, because you put yourself out in the open. Like that entire ridge, this entire ridge right here can actually shoot right down onto your tank and just ruin your day. You just have a really bad day. And I wasn't paying attention to the JPZ E100, but yeah. So I come around the corner, get my ammo rack fucked up.
That one's got a hole in it. Down your throat and out your ass. I'm on you like stink on
FV215B
shit.
had my back, if you noticed. And then I pumped my last round into AMX 5120. I'm sorry about the add-on. It's Duke Nukem. You can't play this game without Duke.
My gun's bigger than yours.
And this is when I noticed there was a turd burglar. That AMX 1390. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go shove my barrel up that little dude's ass, because if you notice, that's where I paused for a minute, like, help FV215B push or get raped by this little guy that does, you know, 200 something a shot and has, I believe, a 5-shot clip.
Now you're dead. Tonight, you dine in hell.
I left 2 shots in the clip. The FV215B is holding his own, which I give him props. That is a really hard tank to play sometimes. Kind of
see dead people.
Stole that kill, but he was reloading, and I had 1 shot left. So I come down here. I was hoping this lower 40T would fuck up and expose himself. That way I could light into him, possibly ammo rack him. But no, he didn't. He played it smart. So me and my buddy over here, this FV215B, I don't know why, but we had this mutual agreement of, let's go fuck shit up. This lower 40T, or Lorraine, he's about to have a bad day.
Now you see me, now you're dead. Who am I fighting, a fat Star Wars kid?
And no, it's not an add-on if you're curious. It's locking onto the tank. But there's proper times when to lock onto a tank and when not to lock onto a tank. So don't get into a really bad habit of always doing that. You can do it to make judgment calls of like a scout when he really messes up and you got a high velocity round going down long and he makes that straight line, and you got to kind of predict it of when he makes that straight line, that way that round makes a connection. That's the kind of situation where you can lock onto a tank. Or if you see an ass of a tank, then yeah, fair game. But this is where the game was like, it was going all right. It was 4v4. Our E100 up there, you know, he's doing work. Then I got shot by this little dude. I fucked the shot up, but yeah. He's just over there, pew, pew, with his little 100mm of APCR of like, I should be able to pin anything. And I didn't realize throughout this entire video that I was running on only that much HP. So yeah. Then this is when it dawned on me. This is when I lost my buddy, and I was like, oh, rest in peace, little dude. He grew an enormous pair and took on that waffle tray off. I mean, he did us a solid. It was beautifully done. I had 3 shots. Now, when you're taking on one of these Waffle Houses, and you have 3 shots left in a clip, don't be a noob and lock onto them, because RNG will favor their hull at times. Always shoot the house.
Take a bite of Duke's special pain cake.
Boom. Right there. Right there, and the other side and the side. Always aim for the turret when it's exposed. 2 reasons. Easy to penetrate, and you could probably knock out their gun with your first shot if you hit them dead on.
Too easy. You're about as tough as a piss-flavored popsicle.
So now I'm sitting here, 22 seconds to reload, and I believe, even though it doesn't say, I had about 53 seconds before the cap was actually completed. And we got this guy over here talking shit. This game literally could have gone any way, but like I said, I did not realize that I was running with what HP I had. This is an AIM X5100. You could lock on his hull all day long and just, you know, eat him up. Just num.
I see dead people. Dance, motherfucker.
It's paper
Dance.
fucking mache.
Gucci. There can be only one king.
So this
You
is when I was sitting here curious, reloading. If you notice, it has a fairly quick reload. Always have to have ventilation on these autoloaders. So I asked what was the percentage of the STA or STB1. Yeah, STB1, tier 10. Jet tank. They're really good, but they're also paper. Yeah, this guy helped me out. He gave me the precise number. So I sat here and thought about this for a couple minutes. This is where the game kind of gets boring, but it still gets interesting. It shows you that to kind of get in the head of a really fast medium. So he was located right here. Or, yeah, that's where he killed this guy. He was up in here. So I was thinking, STB, trying to come over here and fuck my world up. But that didn't play out. Where I actually found him kind of shocked me because he was trying to get in my head 3 steps ahead. Don't worry, I'll get with the times here, guys. I'll be able to figure out how to fast forward and shit like that. This Ferdy Birdie still talking his shit. Still in my head at this precise time was, he should be somewhere in this general area. So I exposed myself trying to bait him out because he is not an autoloader, even though he has a very fast fire rate. And I like this add-on. It's DG's crosshairs, I believe, because it puts your percentage of your tank right there, visible. It gives you the precise time of how long it's going to take you to fill that clip, how many shots you have, and also the emblem changes when you use heat and, you know, high explosive anti-tank. Heat and heat. It's cute. So I'm thinking, oh well, he isn't there. I could have wasted more time and went all the way south, but I didn't. Sorry for the micro lag here. I'm working with very limited resources. But and then I was thinking, damn, maybe he went back up the hill. So I decided to go up the hill. This is where it gets sketchy because this is where an STB excels. He's got range, speed, and he can also juke shots. I have seen an STB juke a lot of shots, and it was some crazy shit. So, you know, I'm like, oh, hey, look, you know, my entire team right here just dead. Yep, that's cool. Just keep on rolling. So I get up over here, you know, I'm knocking trees down on purpose because I want him to know where I'm at. That way he fucks up and comes out in the open. And I think after I break this rock, after I break this rock, boom, there he is. It shocked the shit out of me, no lie, to know that he was up there because he was like, he was 3 steps ahead of me. He's like, maybe I can cut him off. So, new move. Think, pancake. How am I going to shoot a pancake? I mean, look at him. He's just chilling there with his face, his gun aimed right at me. Now, I could have shot, but he shot first. So I did return fire. He made connection with his heat. Wait, no, hold on. APCR. They shoot a standard ammunition APCR, I believe. I somehow lived through that. So I was like, okay, cool. how to get this little shit. So I'm scrolling away, you know, hit the reload, because with an autoloader, you take advantage of reloading when you can. It's a judgment call, and apparently I had better judgment, which is very unusual. So I'm like, maybe I should go fight him up there. Then it dawned on me, what would I do if I was a medium tank? Ah, that's right, I have speed to my advantage. Let's try to flank the heavy. Exposing your buttocks like this is a very bad decision, but it paid off, because I was like, if I was him, I would go down to zero line. I would just GTFO down that zero line to try to flank him and cut back across to their base. Reload. I don't know, it's a habit of me stating that I'm reloaded. So I'm like, busting down trees, making my presence known. Boom, there he is. How did I know? Good judgment call. So I'm like, okay, paper mache tank hauling ass. Let's cut him off. 3, 2, 1, commence raping.
Now you're dead. Execution style.
That's the game, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope the audio is a lot better.